After buying 2 Molotovs off that enclave, this is my loadout going into the first fight against the plague cart. A heavy weapon is a must, and I'll be honest, it doesn't really matter which one. Like I said earlier, make sure to search the trunks of abandoned vehicles, as well as sheds, garages, etc. The higher the impact stat, the better. Even this enclave had one for sale. Next up is our primary weapon, which at this point in the game will be whatever we have ammo for. I also make sure to bring some kind of medical supply as well as stamina relief, and literally every single explosive I've managed to scrape together so far. Remember, if you need a Molotov in an emergency, you can always break open a fuel rucksack, although this is expensive, so only use this in an emergency. I'd also usually go in with a plague cure or two, but seeing as we haven't got any, we're gonna have to go in raw and unprotected. Probably the same reason most of us are alive today. The first plague cart in Providence is almost always in the same spot, and I make sure to park up like so. There you go, just like that. So nothing can grab onto the bonnet if we need to escape quickly. For the first phase, I'd recommend getting it sorted with a heavy weapon. It should take between 6 and 8 hits to complete, but if you get overwhelmed, make sure to retreat to a high ground, ideally far enough away from the heart to draw the undead away from it. Once the phase has been completed, make sure to get out of the way of the incoming gas cloud, and this is where I drop my molly or explosive. Whilst also doing additional damage to the plague cart, it'll also burn up anything in that room, which should make things a little bit easier for us later. And also don't forget to climb on cars if you need to regain your stamina. Zombies can't climb onto cars, but you will have to look out for bloaters and juggernauts. For some reason, ferals can climb on the abandoned buses and the occasional shipping container, but that can still be a good way of separating yourself from the horde below. Maybe don't do this if you've got a triple pack though, but you shouldn't have to worry about them for quite some time. The second phase shouldn't take as long if you were successful with the molly, and you should be able to complete it before the hordes catch up to you. Alternatively, of course, you could always stand on the roof of the car and shoot it from distance, providing you've got the ammo of course, or maybe even a frag grenade. Then with the heart dead, you're definitely going to want to loot it for its guns, samples, explosives, stamina items. They can all be found in the decaying husk, and they're seriously useful, especially in the early game, but you'll likely have to lure the hordes away in order to get its loot. Seriously, don't bother fighting, it'll just cost more resources than you'll gain.